This wasn't supposed to mean anything, but fans noticed it immediately. Lisa suddenly left Korea, teased a mysterious track with Anyma, and within hours, she was on her way to Los Angeles, right when Coachella 2026 is about to begin. Coincidence? Maybe. But the timing feels too perfect, and what this could lead to might be bigger than anyone expected. Something unusual is happening, and fans across the world are starting to connect the dots in real time. Just recently, Lisa was spotted leaving South Korea, heading toward Los Angeles, and almost instantly, speculation began to rise. On the surface, this could look like a routine international schedule, something global artists do all the time. But the timing of this particular movement feels different, and that difference is exactly what is people paying attention. Because right now, the global music industry is focused on one place, one event, one stage that has the power to define viral moments, Coachella 2026. But this isn't just about a flight. This isn't just about travel. This is about what happened before that moment, and what it could possibly lead to next. Not long before her departure, Lisa subtly teased new music connected to Anyma, an artist known for pushing the boundaries of electronic music with immersive visuals and cinematic storytelling. This detail alone would already spark curiosity among fans, but when placed alongside the fact that Anyma is performing at Coachella, the situation becomes far more intriguing. Suddenly, it's no longer just a teaser. It becomes a potential clue, a fragment of a much larger picture that fans are now trying to piece together. And here's where things begin to feel almost too perfectly aligned. Coachella is not just any festival. It is a global stage where artists create moments that echo far beyond the event itself. It's where surprise collaborations happen without warning, where artists step outside their usual identity and experiment with something new, and where the unexpected often becomes the most talked about highlight. Over the years, this festival has built a reputation for delivering exactly the kind of moments that no one sees coming, yet everyone remembers. When an artist like Lisa, who has been steadily expanding her global presence, suddenly appears in Los Angeles at the exact time Coachella preparations are taking place, people naturally begin to ask questions. Not because they want to assume, but because the pattern feels too strong to ignore. Lisa's career trajectory over the past few years has been nothing short of strategic. She has transitioned from being a K-pop idol into a global performer, building influence across multiple industries, from music to fashion to international branding. Every move she makes seems calculated, intentional, and aligned with a larger vision. And that's what makes this moment so compelling. Because if history has shown anything, it's that Lisa doesn't move without purpose. At the same time, Anyma's presence adds another layer to this story. Known for his futuristic performances and deeply atmospheric sound, he represents a completely different musical space compared to traditional pop. His shows are not just concerts, they are experiences, combining technology, visuals, and sound in a way that transforms the stage into something almost cinematic. Now, imagine Lisa stepping into that environment, bringing her performance energy into a setting that is built for innovation and experimentation. It wouldn't just be a collaboration. It would be a statement. Fans have already started discussing the possibility of a crossover into a more electronic or experimental sound for Lisa, and while nothing has been officially confirmed, the idea itself is gaining traction. Because when two artists from different worlds begin to intersect, especially on a stage like Coachella, the result is often something entirely new. But let's take a step back and look at the reality. There is currently no official confirmation that Lisa will perform at Coachella 2026. No lineup announcement, no verified appearance, no formal statement. And that matters. Because while speculation can be exciting, it's important to separate what is known from what is possible. What we do know is this. Lisa teased music connected to an artist who is performing at Coachella, and shortly after, she traveled to Los Angeles during the festival period. That is the foundation. Everything else is interpretation. And yet, even within that framework, the possibilities are difficult to ignore because Coachella has a long history of surprise guests. Artists who are not listed on the lineup often appear during headline performances, creating moments that instantly go viral. These appearances are rarely random. They are planned, rehearsed, and strategically executed to maximize impact. And if there is one thing Lisa understands, it is impact. Now imagine the scenario unfolding. The stage is set. The crowd is already energized. The music begins to build. The visuals expand across massive screens. The sound grows deeper, more immersive. The audience is fully engaged, completely absorbed in the experience. And then, without warning, something changes. A shift in the music, a pause in the rhythm, and suddenly, a new presence appears. At first, it's subtle, almost unnoticeable. But then the realization hits. The crowd reacts instantly. Phones go up. The energy explodes. And within seconds, social media begins to light up in real time. Clips are shared, timelines flood with reactions, and what started as speculation suddenly feels real. Would that be surprising? Maybe not, because moments like this are exactly what Coachella is known for. And artists like Lalisa are exactly the kind of performers who can turn a single appearance into a global event. But even if that moment doesn't happen, even if this turns out to be nothing more than a coincidence of timing, the impact is already being felt. Fans are engaged. Conversations are happening. Attention is building. And in today's digital landscape, that kind of momentum is powerful because sometimes the anticipation is just as important as the outcome. And right now, anticipation is everywhere. People are watching closely, analyzing every update, every movement, every possible hint, because they understand that something could happen at any moment. And when it does, they want to be ready. Here's the question that remains: did I ask this all just a coincidence? Or are we witnessing the early stages of something much bigger? The answer isn't clear yet. And that uncertainty is exactly what makes this moment so compelling. If you followed Lisa's journey, you already know that she has a way of turning quiet signals into massive events. She doesn't need to say much. She doesn't need to confirm anything. Sometimes, all it takes is a single move, a single hint, and the entire world starts paying attention. And right now, the world is definitely paying attention. Stay close to this story. Watch what happens next. Because if something does happen, you'll want to be one of the first to see it. And before you go, drop your opinion. Do you think this is just perfect timing, or is something big about to happen? And if we look even deeper, this kind of moment doesn't just happen randomly in the industry. Major festivals like Coachella are carefully planned months in advance, including stage concepts, visual direction, and potential surprise elements that are designed to create maximum impact. Artists who appear, especially unexpectedly, are usually part of a bigger creative vision that is kept hidden until the perfect moment. That's why even a small hint, like a teaser or a sudden trip, can carry much more meaning than it seems on the surface. Lalisa has already proven that she understands how to build anticipation without revealing too much. She knows how to let the audience speculate, how to create curiosity, and how to keep people watching closely without giving away the final reveal. And in a world where attention is everything, that kind of control is incredibly powerful. Now think about how fast things can change. One performance, one appearance, one unexpected moment. That's all it takes to shift the entire conversation globally.